Welcome to the Rulebook Tavern Chronicles, where we are talking about role-playing games. Today, we will be diving deep into the Alchemist.
Ooh, fun.
A class that blends scientific knowledge with arcane power.
Yeah.
You're not just flinging fireballs,
Right.
you're brewing them.
Yeah.
Understanding the chemical reactions, the magical energies, and the precise ratios needed for that perfect explosive cocktail.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
The Alchemist is all about harnessing the power of both the natural world and the arcane to create a very unique and versatile playstyle.
I like it.
It's a class that really rewards creativity and strategic thinking,
Yeah.
allowing you to tailor your abilities to fit any situation.
So for those of you who love to tinker and experiment,
Yes.
this is the class for you.
Absolutely.
But let's get down to the nitty-gritty.
Okay.
What are the real advantages of playing an alchemist? What sets them apart from other spellcasters?
Well, one of the most defining features of the Alchemist is their ability to create alchemical items. Things like healing potions, bombs, and elixirs.
Gotcha.
And here's where it gets really interesting.
Okay.
You have this incredible feature called advanced alchemy. Essentially, it lets you decide each morning what alchemical items you want to have prepared for the day without having to go through the usual crafting process.
So instead of spending hours gathering herbs and minerals, I could just wake up and say, okay, today I need 3 bombs, 2 healing potions.
Exactly.
And an elixir of invisibility.
Precisely.
Wow.
It's like having a portable laboratory that magically restocks itself every day.
That's awesome.
Giving you a huge amount of flexibility and allowing you to prepare for a variety of challenges.
That's amazing. It sounds like alchemists are incredibly versatile.
Yeah.
But I imagine there must be some trade-offs,
Mm-hmm.
right? What are the challenges of playing an alchemist effectively?
Well, while the advanced alchemy feature gives you a lot of options, you still have a limited number of alchemical items you can prepare each day. So you have to be strategic about what you choose.
Right.
Will you focus on healing and support items? Or will you load up on bombs for maximum damage output? These are the decisions you'll have to make before each adventure.
So it's a balancing act between preparation and adaptability.
Exactly.
Knowing what to bring and when to use it.
Right.
Okay.
And another potential challenge is that the Alchemist relies heavily on these alchemical items.
Okay.
If you run out of bombs or potions in the middle of a fight, you might find yourself at a disadvantage.
So careful resource management is key. You can't just be throwing bombs around willy-nilly.
Exactly.
Now, for those of you who are already picturing yourself as alchemists, let's talk ancestries.
Okay.
What are some good options to consider if you're using the core rulebooks?
Well, it really depends on the kind of alchemist you want to play.
Okay.
If you're looking for resilience and a bit of extra staying power, the dwarf is a solid choice.
Okay.
Their natural hardiness makes them less reliant on potions to stay alive.
That makes sense.
Right.
Dwarves are known for their toughness.
Yes.
What if you want a more agile alchemist? Someone who can dart in and out of combat talking bombs with precision.
In that case, the elf could be a good fit.
Okay.
Their natural dexterity and agility make them well-suited for throwing bombs. And their innate spellcasting ability adds another layer of versatility.
Okay. I'm seeing the possibilities here.
Good.
But what if you're looking for something truly unique and unexpected?
Okay.
An ancestry that might surprise people.
Then I might suggest the goblin.
A goblin.
Yeah, their small size can make them surprisingly difficult targets.
Okay.
Especially when combined with their natural cunning and knack for causing chaos.
I can just imagine a pint-sized goblin with bubbling vials strapped to their back, wreaking havoc on the battlefield.
Exactly.
That's hilarious.
And if you have access to the Player Core 2 rulebook, there's another intriguing option. The Dragon Blood Heritage. While it's an uncommon heritage, it offers fire resistance, which can be incredibly useful for an alchemist who works with volatile substances.
Makes sense.
Plus, you get a cool breath weapon to add to your arsenal.
Dragon-powered alchemy, what's not to love? Now let's move on to backgrounds.
Okay.
What backgrounds would you recommend for an alchemist?
An alchemist's background can really help flesh out their character and provide some useful starting skills.
Right.
For example, if you're picturing your alchemist as a skilled healer,
Okay.
the field medic background would be a perfect fit.
Makes sense.
It comes with training in medicine and the battle medicine feat,
Okay.
which allows you to heal allies quickly and efficiently.
So they'd be like the party's combat medic, patching everyone up with their concoctions.
Exactly.
Oh, I like that.
Or if you prefer a more clandestine approach,
Uh-huh.
the criminal background could be an excellent choice.
Okay.
It comes with training in stealth and deception.
Oh, intrigue and toxins.
Yes.
I could see that would be a fun and challenging playstyle. Are there any other backgrounds that stand out as particularly well-suited for an alchemist?
Absolutely.
Okay.
If you want your alchemist to be more in tune with the natural world, the obelisk background is a great option.
Okay.
It comes with training in nature and crafting.
Makes sense.
Which makes sense for an alchemist who uses natural ingredients to create their alchemical items.
That's a cool angle. So we've covered ancestries and backgrounds, which provide a solid foundation for your alchemist character.
Yes.
But what about spells? How do spells factor into the alchemist arsenal?
Alchemists definitely have access to spells, and they play a key role in rounding out their abilities. You see, they primarily draw upon the arcane and primal spell lists. This gives them a diverse range of options to complement their alchemical expertise.
So we're not just talking about your typical fireballs and lightning bolts.
Right.
What kind of spells would an alchemist choose?
Well, it depends on your chosen specialization and how you envision your alchemist's role in the party, for instance, if you're leaning towards a healing-focused alchemist.
Okay.
Spells like heal, soothe, and cleanse affliction are essential for keeping your allies in top shape.
So they'd be like a walking, talking medical kit, able to mend wounds and cure diseases with a combination of potions and spells.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
But let's say you prefer a more offensive approach where you're dealing damage and controlling the battlefield.
Okay.
In that case, spells like Blazing Bolt and Acid Splash provide some solid range damage options.
Yeah.
And for area of effect damage, you can't go wrong with Burning Hands.
Right.
Or for a truly devastating effect, Desiccate.
Okay, so you can burn them, melt them, or just dry them out completely.
Exactly.
What about utility spells?
Yeah.
Those spells that aren't necessarily about dealing damage or healing, but can help you out in a variety of situations.
Alchemists have some great options there, too.
Okay.
And Hall, for example, can be incredibly useful for carrying all those alchemical ingredients and equipment. Aqueous Orb is incredibly versatile, allowing you to control fires, create obstacles, or even push enemies around. And of course, there's the classic invisibility spell.
Right.
Always handy for sneaking around or setting up a surprise attack.
So you've got your alchemical items, your spells, your chosen ancestry and background. It sounds like you've got all the ingredients for a truly unique character.
Yeah.
But how do you actually play an alchemist effectively? What are some tips for bringing this character to life?
That's where the real fun begins.
Right.
Playing an alchemist is all about strategy, creativity, and a bit of improvisation.
Okay.
First and foremost, you need to master the art of resource management.
Okay.
Remember, you only have a limited number of alchemical items per day, so choose wisely and use them strategically.
So don't just go throwing bombs around like it's New Year's Eve.
Precisely.
Okay.
Think about the challenges you're likely to face and prepare accordingly.
Right.
Do you need more healing potions for a dungeon crawl? Or more bombs for a confrontation with a powerful enemy? Make those decisions ahead of time so you're not caught off guard.
All right, resource management check.
Yes.
What else should aspiring alchemists keep in mind?
Another key to playing an alchemist effectively is to learn how to combine your alchemical items with your spells.
Okay.
Don't think of them as separate tools. Use them together to maximize your effectiveness.
So, for example, I could use a spell like Reach Spell to extend the range of my bombs.
Yeah.
Or maybe use an elixir to enhance the effects of a particular spell.
Exactly. The possibilities are endless.
Wow.
And that's what makes the Alchemist so much fun to play.
Right.
Don't be afraid to experiment and find those synergies that work best for you.
This is starting to sound less like chemistry and more like culinary alchemy, blending different flavors and ingredients to create something truly unique.
That's a great analogy. The Alchemist is all about finding those unexpected combinations that surprise and delight.
I like it.
And remember, every alchemist is unique.
Okay.
Your character's personality and backstory will also play a big role in how you approach the game.
So whether you're a brilliant but eccentric scientist, a cunning street urchin who stumbled upon a hidden alchemical formula, or a former healer seeking new ways to help others, your character's motivations and personality will inform your choices and shape your playstyle.
Absolutely. And don't forget about the importance of teamwork. Alchemists are incredibly versatile, but they're even more effective when they're working alongside their fellow party members. Think about how your abilities can complement and enhance the strengths of your companions.
So a well-placed healing potion could save a wounded warrior.
Right.
A strategically thrown bomb could disrupt an enemy's formation. And a well-crafted elixir could give a rogue the edge they need to sneak past a dangerous trap. The possibilities are endless.
Precisely. The Alchemist is a true team player, and their contributions can be invaluable to the party's success.
Well, folks, there you have it. A deep dive into the fascinating world of the Alchemist. We've covered a lot of ground today, from their unique class features and versatile alchemical items to their diverse spell list and the importance of strategic play.
Hopefully you've gained a better understanding of this dynamic class, and maybe even sparked some inspiration for your next RPG character.
I hope so. You know, as we've been talking about the Alchemist, I've been thinking about how much this class really embodies the spirit of creativity and experimentation that draws so many people to RPGs.
Yeah.
It's not just about following a set of rules.
Right.
It's about exploring the possibilities, pushing the boundaries, and discovering those unexpected synergies that make each character truly unique.
That's a great point. The Alchemist, more than perhaps any other class, encourages you to think outside the box, to see the world as a laboratory full of possibilities.
Right.
And that's reflected in the sheer variety of Alchemist characters you can create.
Exactly. We've talked about the healing-focused chirurgeon and the bomb-throwing bomber.
Right.
But there's so many other paths you can explore. You could create a stealthy alchemist who specializes in poisons and infiltration. Or a charismatic alchemist who uses their concoctions to enhance their social interactions and manipulate others.
Absolutely, and I think that's what makes the Alchemist such a compelling class for both new and experienced players. It's easy to grasp the basic concepts, but there's also a lot of depth and nuance to explore as you gain experience and experiment with different builds and playstyles.
So for anyone out there who's thinking about playing an alchemist, what advice would you give them? What are the key things to keep in mind as they embark on this alchemical journey?
I'd say the most important thing is to embrace that spirit of experimentation.
Okay.
Don't be afraid to try new things, to mix and match different alchemical ingredients and spells to see what happens. You never know what kind of potent concoction you might discover.
It's like that old saying, a true alchemist never stops learning or exploding things in the name of science.
Exactly. And don't be afraid to let your character's personality shine through. The Alchemist is a class that can be played in so many different ways. So lean into those unique quirks and motivations that make your character memorable and engaging.
Maybe they have a peculiar obsession with a particular ingredient, or they always talk in cryptic riddles about the nature of reality.
Yes.
The possibilities are endless.
Precisely. And remember, the Alchemist is more than just a collection of abilities and spells.
Okay.
They're a character with a story to tell, and that story will unfold as you interact with the world and the other players at the table.
So to all the aspiring alchemists out there, we encourage you to dive into the world of alchemy, bombs, and elixirs. Experiment, explore, and most importantly, have fun.
We can't wait to see what amazing and explosive creations you come up with.
Hope you enjoyed this deep dive into the Alchemist class with us, and we'll see you soon to talk about other classes.